expanded my mind. And from there, that like intrigued me so much that I went back to school and got my nutrition degree, because I realized my dog, who we took from this malnourished, pitiful thing all the way up to a competing Frisbee dog. And he was in competitions and placed. So that was pretty exciting. I realized he was eating a whole lot better than I was. And I was like, something's not right here. So I started making the changes. And then I kind of, when I grew up, I said, you know what, I went back to school and did the dual degree with the nutrition and the herbal remedies to figure out how to holistically treat myself better. And then now I've been sharing that with others and how to do it for them.
So that is truly your passion, then, you would say?
Yes. Yes.
Wonderful. Yeah, it's you know, having a pet is a fun thing for a lot of people when they first say, oh, I'm just gonna go and get a pet, right? But then there is a lot into having a pet: responsibility, make sure you feed them the right nutrition, you know, and if something is wrong, how do you detect that? Because before my pet would be my dogs. I have 3 dachshunds. They would say some of the food that they eat, it just doesn't sit well with them, and they don't have accident everywhere, and just so that kind of things make me realize that, hey, they just like us, like human. We need good solid nutrition that would aid us with our, you know, especially older senior pets. So it is important, and I really do. I get fascinated with what you do. So hey, and so let's go ahead and reverse back a little bit, and let's talk about this time and date and the kind of things that we are doing. And I with the position that I'm in, running a shop, you know, I do my best to do as much research as I possibly can before I say something. And I see a lot of people, you know, taking sprays and chemical spray to clean and disinfect and all of that stuff. And I look at that and I go, oh my God, that is not good for you. You know, so I thought, hey, let's invite you here, since you have a little bit more of a knowledge and education on that, beside the research that I have done. Let's just talk about a little bit about all this wipe, the disinfectant, the stuff that we put in our air, and how it's damaging our body and not helping our body.
Yes, and you know, it's a catch-22, especially now, because we all are heightened awareness of everything that's going on, and you do want to be clean, and you do want to be safe, and you want the, you know, the best thing for your family and your pets and stuff. But then we go and like clean with like these disinfectants and stuff, and then like you're spraying your kids toys, and then the next thing they do is, you know, stick it in their mouth, or and you're like, oh, and it's in the air, and it's in the carpeting. And so yes, they kind of eliminate the germs, but they also are very toxic to your body, you know, and they're coming in, and like I can't have bleach. Like bleach, the smell, just the smell alone of bleach makes I get very respiratory issues with that, instant headache, you know, and I'm like, this isn't good, you know. So you know, when you go and you spray all this stuff, and it's like, I don't know if you've ever like looked at the box of bleach wipes, and it's like there's like 99.62% other ingredients, and you're like, what are the other ingredients that are in there? It's like we don't even think about it, we just go wipe it around, but it's like, who knows what's in there? I mean, same thing with, you know, the sprays. It's like there's 40-something% of, you know, other ingredients, and it's just really not something, you know, if you keep spraying, you know, you're gonna, and a lot of people will end up with coughs and headaches and dizziness and drowsiness, and they're irritants to the eyes and the nose and the lungs, and especially like for younger kids and stuff, and your pets as well. Your pets, I mean,
yeah.
imagine, like your dog's got 10,000 times more scent receptors in his nose, so you know that they're going, you know, being bombarded with all this stuff. And it's scary that, you know, I am not a scientist. I'll put that out there. But in my own opinion, it's like, I believe that we started having more and more of these superbugs, the more antibacterial stuff came onto the market. And, kids of our age, Han, we won't say what that is, but, we were outside and we played in dirt and we ate, we made mud pies and we drank water out of the hose, and, we got dirty. And but that's because, and we got all those organisms and stuff, and we were exposed to all of this stuff. So our immune system is a lot better because, these parents, and God love them, it's an act of love. They want the best for their kids, but they're antibacterialing all this stuff, and it's then causing the kids not to be able to develop the immunity that they need to in their bodies. And we just keep repeating and repeating and repeating. And the more times we try to kill the bugs, I believe we're creating the super bugs. And I'm afraid that that's kind of what's happening with some of what's going on.
So I'm going to go ahead and throw you a surprise.
Okay.
If it is not the commercial disinfectants, what do you use at your house?
I actually posted this really early on. It's like, I used soap and water before soap and water was cool. It's like, I use, I was been very diligent anyway. It's like, after going to the grocery store and stuff, like, look, and I touch my face and, I rub my eyes and all that kind of stuff. But I have just found there are natural products that are out there that do, maybe not exactly the same thing, where you are cleaning and you are getting them done. I use a lot of essential oils in my house. I have a steam cleaner. I love my steam cleaner, and it gets in there and it kills it. Hydrogen peroxide, borax. I use Norwex cloths. I don't know if you've ever heard of those, but I wipe down things with that. I'm still a fan of baking soda and vinegar, even though they say that doesn't really kill the germs. It's like it's clean. So I would rather find things like that have, been tried and true and tested, and again, washing your hands, people.
Right. Exactly. So let's
in your body,
Correct. Let's just send a message to our viewer and just say, hey, there is a better natural holistic remedy out there for you to keep safe and clean without destroying your immune system, without creating more mucus in your body, specifically now that we don't need that kind of stuff. So look into essential oil. Hey, you do essential oil, I do essential oil. If anybody have any questions, feel free to reach out to us, and we definitely will point you to the right direction. What about food, Blair? What do you think that would aid our immune system right now at this moment?
Absolutely. First of all, what we're putting into our bodies is, destroying our immune system as well. And unfortunately, it is called the standard American diet, which is SAD. And, we're the fast food nation. And I hate to say that, but a lot of that is the fat and salt and sugar and is just wrecking us. So I am in a sentence, the closer to Mother Nature, the better. If I'd rather, you can drink apple juice, that's good. You can have applesauce, that's better because you're getting a little fiber, but eating a real apple in its natural state is the best out of those three. So by having, real fresh foods in your diet, and hey, I love a pizza, I'm not militant about it, but finding those things is about 80 to 90% of the time, if you're eating a really good, healthy diet, having those things like that in your glass of wine and your fabulous ooh-la lattes and stuff. That's great. But putting things in your body that's going to help fend off and grow your immune system. I am a huge believer in probiotics. I have a brand that I use, recommend, love, adore, and because you've got to get into the gut and you've got to get it to where it's going to do its best work, which is in the intestine. And unfortunately, the marketing is out there and just like everything's got probiotics, and it's like, yeah, but it's not surviving. So you have to be educated enough to know what brands and stuff are going to work for you in the right place in your body to help you, your immunity, and sleep, resting and deep breath. There's a lot of things you can kind of do to help boost your immune system.
So viewer, you hear that? Stay close to Mother Nature, as close as you possibly can. And, we recognize that it is very challenging to keep having a really clean, really raw diet. But, once a week doesn't hurt. Maybe incorporate that into every other meal. And when I steam vegetable, Blair, I don't actually cook it to death. I actually just steam it a little bit. My broccoli is super crunchy, and I over time I like that better.
Yeah, there's certain vegetables that are actually better cooked, and there are some that are better raw.
Yeah.
So, lightly steamed is a great way to get a good source of your vegetables in.
Okay, and Blair, I know that you have a page that you post healthy tips, healthy cooking, and healthy recipes. Can you give it to our viewers so they can come and check it out?
Yeah, I have. It's a little confusing because I have everything's kind of under Blair Johnson Wellness. So I have a business page, and then my what you're talking about is Blair Johnson Wellness Community, and it's a private group, and I do post in there regularly. I do motivational stuff for the week that kind of, I hate to say challenge because that sounds like a negative. So it's like a motivating thing to get you up starting. I work mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially, and of course, furrily for your pets. I usually have a recipe in there every month and, kind of a fun question. And Friday is Fur on Friday with a tip for your pets.
Blair Johnson Wellness Community, right?
Community, yep. Ask to join. I'll let you in and come join the fun.
Thank you very much, Blair. I appreciate your time to join us and talk with our community about the things that we that we need to hear. Maybe we don't want to hear it, but we need to hear it. Is there any last minute things that you would like to send our viewer today?
I will say we are being bombarded with a lot of negative energy, news. It's constant. And we are, I hate to say we are in the unprecedented time. So I would love to do, if you are stressed out, I do what's called the 5-5-7 breathing, where it will calm you down in like 2 minutes. And you breathe in for a count of 5, you hold it for a count of 5, and you release it slowly for a count of 7. And if you do that, 4 to 7 times, this is great before you go to sleep. If you can't sleep, if you're sitting in your car and you're stressed, you can do it anywhere, anytime, and it really will calm you down and send a signal to your brain that it's like, all is well, all is calm, we've got this. And it will help reduce that stress in you. And stress on ladies goes right to your belly, so it'll help reduce that cortisol that grows right there. So that's my parting tip for you all today.
Thank you for that tip. 5-5-7. In 5, keep 5, out 7.
Out 7.
All right. Thank you, Blair. I appreciate that. And I shall see you next time. Keep living healthy, everyone. And this is the Perfect Latte Wellness Talk on Tuesday Talk. See you all later.